So, hello everyone, and welcome to PonyFest Online 4.0. I'm really hoping we're actually live right now. It's been quite a while since we've done this, something like 3 months, but we're all here, and we'll once again have a packed schedule for you all to enjoy. We'll have our usual panels, special guests, video games, tabletop games, and of course, vendors in our vendor hall, which will be opening as soon as the opening ceremonies are complete. Speaking of special guests, you can also buy autographs and Zoom calls with our 3 voice actors: Ian Hanlon, the voice of Sunburst, Devin Doughton, the voice of Vasellus, and Giles Panton, the voice of Flash Magnus. You can head over to store.ponyfest.horse to buy those, and we will be closing the early block, which is at 2 p.m. EDT, at the end of this hour, so time is short if you want to get on that. If you've already bought them, we will be sending out emails to your addresses, giving you details on how to connect to them once we've closed them. So look forward to those as well. I would like to highlight our charity efforts. We have a charity auction once again after the great success of our charity auction at PonyFest 3. This time benefiting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And Perry, would you like to talk about that?
Yes, I will. Hello, I'm Perry. I'm back with charity stuff, and I'm very, very thrilled to be so because, it's been a tough year so far, not gonna lie. And when we sat down to choose another charity again, something that was near and dear to my heart, I figured we should still do something that relates to the year 2020 and its challenges. But there's been a lot of charities that are directly related to COVID relief that have been getting a lot of attention, and that's awesome. But to me, that meant maybe we should look at knock-on effects now. Charities that are impacted and are required in their services more than ever, but might not be getting the same attention as the direct COVID relief charities. And we settled on mental health as an important factor because, I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough. I've not always been doing great. I've been having a hard time, following through on things that I wanted to do and just generally being on the up and up. And we felt a lot of people in some ways were struggling with feeling alone, with struggling with really, being committed to doing their daily tasks, just things that are harder right now. And the National Alliance for Mental Illness, NAMI, has a direct plan, like how they're using their resources during these times. NAMI provides a crisis hotline and crisis services. NAMI works with legislation in the United States to push for more resources for mental health, better access to them, better laws to protect people who suffer from whether it is a chronic mental illness or a crisis. And they also work to fundraise for local efforts. So it's a very important cause, and I'm very thrilled that we're working with it. I feel it will resonate with a lot of people, and I really hope to see you later at the charity auction. We've had some very fantastic donations for prizes, and I'm very excited to auction those off, and hopefully we can hit another good amount for this very important cause. Please check out NAMI.org, NAMI.org, if you want to see more information about NAMI's efforts yourself first. And if you go to PonyFest.horse and you click on charity auction, you can already peruse our beautiful items this time. So please get an idea of what you want, what you're interested in, and keep those wallets ready because we'd be excited to get a good amount of money for this cause. Thank you.
Cool, thanks. So yes, be sure to show up at our charity auction, which is again at 2:30 p.m. EDT today. More broadly, Simul, would you like to talk about our schedule?
Yeah, sure thing. So first of all, it's great to have everyone back here again for yet another PonyFest. I know I'm very excited for today. We've put in a lot of work on putting the schedule together for you guys. And if you haven't yet taken a look at that, the way you can see which events we have lined up today is to go to ponyfest.horse/schedule. There's also going to be a button there on the main page. And let me go ahead and share my screen briefly here for just a second. Do I have the correct window? Yes, I do. Right there. Perfect. Hey, look at that. It's bitrate here on our beautiful homepage. So obviously, we've been doing this for a while now. This is our 4th event. I'm sure many of you already know the drill, but our website is the central hub where you can find all the information you need to figure out what events you want to go to, what you want to check out. So here from the main page of the website, if you click this schedule button right over here, it's going to take you to our beautiful schedule here.
Wait, I'm upside down. Sorry.
No worries. So we've got it divided up by room. Bitrate Stage is the stream that you're all watching right now, if you can hear my voice. But we also have another stream room, Neural Net Stage, where we will have additional panels running alongside. And you can see here, right now, my time column here is in my local time zone, which is Pacific Daylight Time. That'll automatically update to whatever your time zone is where you're at, so you don't have to worry about the conversion at all there. But just go ahead, take a scroll through there. When you click on an event, it'll give you more information about it right there. So you can figure out, hey, is this something for me? Yes, no, maybe so. So that's there as a resource for you all to see what sort of events you would like to see as well during the event. In addition to our 2 main streams, we also have the Art Theater over on Picardo. If you like watching artists draw ponies and lots of other fun things, you can go check that out as well. Our Renegade Stage is going to be featuring performances from different people throughout the day. If you want to find that, there is a Renegade Stage channel down in the Discord, both a text channel for discussion about what's being performed and a voice channel where the stream itself is going to take place. So all you have to do to participate there is to join that voice channel, and you'll be able to hear those performances. Also, for the first time, we have autographs, although I figure one of us has some more detail about that, so I'll save that for whoever would like to talk about that. Also, check out our tabletop gaming and our e-gaming as well, and our lovely vendor hall. So I'll go ahead and stop sharing there. One other question we do get a lot, which I do want to mention kind of briefly here, is that if you have trouble navigating the Discord, if you're not quite sure where to go, maybe you're new to Discord, maybe you just need some help getting around, the best resource for you, there's really 2. If you go to the channel under General, which is called, what is it called now? Con Map Directory. There, we have a list of all the channels in the Discord, so you can find what you're looking for quite easily. And if you have any questions at all about anything, you can go to Info Desk and just ask your question there, and one of us will be able to help you out, find what you're looking for. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys right now. Enjoy the day, enjoy the content we've put together, and I hope we all have a wonderful PonyFest. Thanks a lot.
I guess that means it's my turn then, huh?
Yep. Take us through some gaming.
Hey, all, Leslie here. Back at it with round 4, I suppose. How fitting. That's just what came out. I apologize for me going full quad earlier. For those of you who have played Fire Emblem 3 Houses, my camera decided to turn upside down, and I'm not too sure why, but it's fixed now. We're no longer in Australia. Sorry, Lycan.
I'm in Australia. You were fine for me. Hang on, there we go.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You would. I was perfect for you.
Why is everyone upside down?
Who knows? But yeah. Forgive me, everyone. I am running on like 2 hours of sleep because I was so nervous. Even though this is like my 4th time doing it. Okay, I can do this. As you can see, I'm a little biased towards one of our VIP guests today. So, yay, Sunburst. That aside, we've got a suite of e-gaming stuff for you today. We've got some Dems Fighting Herds, which the signups are still up. They're still live. They're over on our Smash.gg page. Smash.gg page. Jeez, I cannot talk today. English is not my best language, I promise. That being said, we've got Dems Fighting Herds. We've got some Splatoon planned shortly after opening ceremonies here. If I just go on over to ponyfest.horse/schedule so I don't mess up the timings for that. And I forgot the slash. Can't forget that. Basic internet browsing. Why did I put ponyfest.horse.schedule? I'm tired. Don't do that. I'm now reminded of that one video where it's like everyone's on the internet and it's like from the 80s And it's basically like, oh yeah, how to use the internet. That's what I'm basically reminded of. I have the schedule up. We did it, Reddit. So 2 hours after we can... I'm okay, Chad, I promise. At 9 a.m. Pacific, because I am on the West Coast. So I'm just going to go off of that. But 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, if I'm correct, we are just going to have anyone can play Splatoon. It's just going to be casual. Anyone can come in and drop out. And we're just going to all splat it up. We're going to have a fun time. I did this for 3.0, and that was a lot of fun. More people than I expected to show up because I only expected like 2 others besides me. And we had a full lobby and others who wanted to join. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then at 11 a.m., we've got our inaugural Dems Fightin' Herds tournament. As I mentioned, the signups are still open. We just tweeted them out. Oh my God. Whoever's running the social media needs to not.
What did Kevin do this time?
Kevin's just being Kevin, But and we're going to have Among Us at some point. It's not on the schedule. We're going to create a chat room specifically for Among Us because that game has, in case you're living under a rock, that game has kind of exploded. And everyone's loving it. And I literally installed it just so I could have some rooms up and going for that game. I would play Fall Guys, but something went wrong on that. And I can't play the game anymore, so oh well. I'm already reading chat's mind. I'm seeing it. But we're gonna have Among Us. We're gonna have Dems Fightin' Herds. We're gonna have Splatoon. We're gonna have every Jackbox game at some point. I'm gonna have just like a shuffle of Jackbox games that I'll host and stream in the gaming chats, and people can just jump in on that. Oh, great. I just looked at chat. Fiora, please. Everyone's upside down now. We're all in Australia, coming live to you on the internet. Yeah, I think that wraps up my ramble. I'm so sorry. I should have had like an outline ready. Take it away.
All right, that concludes the PonyFest Comedy Hour. Today's show, presentation.
It was only 5 minutes, but it probably felt like an hour to Leslie. Yeah.
It did. It felt like 2.5 hours. Kevin, please. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, Kevin.
Okay, Eli.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eli. Many of you will recognize me from the bajillion other times I've been here with Tabletop Gaming, and this time I'm doing Tabletop again, to nobody's surprise. So a little bit different, though, for me is that we're doing first half of the morning is going to be more traditional party games like Codenames and Resistance. We still have plenty of slots for both of those, so even if you've never played before, come join us. We'll have time, hopefully, for 2 games of each of those. Those will begin at Codenames begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Pacific because I can do time zones. And Resistance begins at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 11 some other time Pacific because I'm not Pacific time and I'm not going to convert in my head anymore. Evening, we've got our wonderful RPGs. Unfortunately, my Tales of Equestria game that I'm running at 6 p.m. Eastern is full, and the waitlist is growing for that one even more. So chances are you might not get in on that one, but we do have root and plenty of slots open for it at 9 p.m. Eastern. All these available or all of these can be converted to your local time zone by going to that illustrious ponyfest.horse/schedule link that everyone loves to keep plugging. Oh, and speaking of plugging things, I get to do something a little bit fun. If you've never seen an RPG before or never played one, you can come experience a little bit of what it's like today at 4 p.m. Eastern. When I help host our Critical Full panel, where we're playing in Tales of Equestria with a few of our wonderful community guests, like the illustrious Rift Ponies, Thoth, and Essential, as well as Pirate Dash. It's a great learning opportunity to see what does it mean to be in an RPG, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of fluff. How have none of you guys said fluff yet? This is PonyFest. We're gonna have a lot of fun this evening, and with all the stuff we got planned there, and a little bit of a shout out or a little bit of a request from our illustrious wonderful social media lead of Kevin, that if anything you guys make on Twitter or Instagram, he would appreciate it if you would hashtag that with either hashtag PonyFest and or hashtag PF4. Quote, thank you. So yeah, helps our social media team stay connected to that. And whether you're watching a panel, doing an activity like one of my games or Leslie's games, or buying something from the vendor hall, link us to it so we can promote them and promote your content a little bit more. I think that's about it for me. So yay.
Great, cool. And finally, Lycan, take us through our music.
Oh, yes. Hi, I am Lycan. I am the music lead for PonyFest, and we have not one, but 2 concerts coming up for you. There's going to be one right after the opening ceremonies, and that is mostly for the European guys. And then at the end of the night, after the closing ceremonies, we have the after party. So the after party is I'm going to go backwards because we're going to lead up to our very next event, which is the start of the European concert. So at the end of the night, we have the only Faulty, which is coming to you from a very secret location. I am sure I've shared a couple of information about that, and you are in for an absolute treat, I can tell you now. So Faulty is the self-proclaimed king of progressive house. So look out for some awesome wubs from that set. Then after that, we have Nevermorn, who is known for his drum and bass and has been on such community-based albums as Ponies at Dawn and A State of Sugar. So that will be immediately after closing ceremonies at 12:30 in the morning. And coming up after this opening ceremonies, we have Drummer Shy in about an hour's time. And he has performed with Cyril the Wolf, Forever Free Brony, Violet Pony, all these great musicians. And he will be bringing you a 30-minute set of some percussion and some awesome music. But right after this opening ceremonies, we have Black Ice Music, who is originally inspired by Martin Garrix. And he will be bringing us some Melbourne bounce, some future bounce, as well as some future house. So we have a little bit of everything in store for everyone, and you should all look forward to all of those lovely events. So without further ado, I'll pass it back, and I think that's about it.
Yep. So, couple more things.
Yeah, I was
First
gonna
off,
say.
remember,
Probably explain how the autograph stuff works, right?
Sure. So, autographs. So again, you can buy an autograph or an autograph with a Zoom session at store.ponyfest.horse, or there is a link to it on ponyfest.horse in the sidebar. If you buy a Zoom session, then we will send you an email later that tells you how to, that will tell you when to show up and give you Zoom details. Make sure that you show up at that time, and we will drop you in for a 5-minute chat with your VIP of choice. If you don't want to talk to them but do want their autograph, then we can do that too. I think that pretty much covers that. Also, and this is very important, we have our vendor hall, and we will be opening it as soon as the as soon as the opening ceremonies are finished. In fact, we will be opening it right now. So, remember to go on and visit the vendor hall and buy things. Because
buy all the things.
We are here to support vendors. And with that, I'm going to close the opening ceremonies. So,
hey, Kat,
farewell.
can I say one little thing real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, today is about PonyFest. Today is about vendors and all of the wonderful VIP guests, community guests that we have today. But there's also one little thing that's today. I'm 25 today. It's my birthday. And I just
Happy birthday.
I wanted everyone
to
consider PonyFest my birthday party, and consider yourselves all invited. I completely forgot to say that during my segment, and then it hit me. So I wanted to say that real quick. That was all.
I also feel like we've used it in the branding, but we haven't mentioned why we have pirate themed stuff. a ton, at least not on here this time.
Yar.
Sure. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day, so be sure to yar. We have yar emotes. You should spam
We
the yar
do.
emotes.
Do we really? Ooh.
Yes, we do. I just sent one.
Like colon, yar, colon.
Yeah, we have bit yar and
Bit
bit
yar.
dance are both pirate themed. Nice.
That's great.
Okay,
Now the whole
cool.
chat is just that.
Yeah.
All
With
right.
that, we're actually going to cut this off now.
Yeah.
Shopping.
All right.
Good PonyFest.
Goodbye.
Have a good
Goodbye.
day. Have an awesome time.